So the GRE got a major makeover. It's shorter, it's faster, and yeah, there are some new rules to learn. If you're feeling a little overwhelmed by it all, don't be. Seriously. In the next few minutes, we're going to lay out the ultimate game plan to help you absolutely conquer this new test. All right, let's just get right into it. The new GRE format is officially here. And look, if you're feeling a bit lost, or maybe even a little anxious about what's actually changed, you are so not alone. It's a pretty big shift for sure.
But that's exactly why we're here, to cut right through all that confusion. Think of this as your step-by-step guide. We're going to break down exactly what to expect and, the most important part, how to prepare. Let's get you ready to absolutely ace this thing.
Okay, first things first, let's get our bearings by looking at the new GRE by the numbers. This is the stuff you absolutely have to know before you even think about planning your prep. It's the foundation for everything else.
So, what's the single biggest, most game-changing thing? The time. The new GRE is just under 2 hours long. I mean, that is a massive drop from the old 4-hour marathon. This changes everything. It means your pacing strategy is more crucial than ever. It's a sprint now, not a long-distance race.
So, let's take a look at the new structure. You're going to start with one single 30-minute essay. After that, you'll dive into 2 verbal sections and 2 quant sections. See the question counts? 27 for verbal, 27 for quant. And maybe the best news of all? That annoying unscored research section, it's completely gone. Vanished. Good riddance.
Okay, listen up, because this is a super important detail you just can't afford to miss. The test is section-level adaptive. What does that mean? Well, how you do on your first verbal section determines how hard your second one will be. Same for quant. So if you crush that first section, you'll get a tougher second one, which actually gives you the chance to get a top-tier score. So what's the takeaway here? Pour your energy into those first sections. They're the gateway to a fantastic score.
All right, we've got the basics down. So let's talk about the very first thing you'll face on test day, the analytical writing task.
So your mission, should you choose to accept it, is simple but intense. You've got 30 minutes to write one single essay, the Analyze an Issue essay. And here's some fantastic news for pretty much everyone. The Analyze an Argument task has been completely removed. It's gone. That's one whole essay type you don't have to worry about anymore. How great is that?
So how do you actually ace this thing? Okay, here are 3 top-tier tips. First, you have to practice with the official prompts from ETS. They literally release the entire pool of topics online, so there are 0 surprises. Second, master a really clear, simple structure. Think intro, a couple of body paragraphs with good examples, and a solid conclusion. And finally, and this one is totally non-negotiable, you have to practice writing full essays under that 30-minute time limit.
Okay, essay submitted, boom. Now it's time to switch gears and get ready to crack the verbal reasoning sections.
Now, the verbal section has 3 question types you might already know: reading comprehension, text completion, and sentence equivalence. And here's the really good news. The format of these questions hasn't changed one bit. So you can just focus all your energy on mastering the strategy for each one.
Let's kick things off with text completion. Your goal here is to fill in anywhere from 1 to 3 blanks to make the sentence make perfect sense. And your secret weapon? It's all about the transition words. I'm talking about words like although, because, or consequently. These are like giant flashing neon signs that tell you the relationship between different parts of the sentence. They're your roadmap to the right answer.
And then we have sentence equivalence. For these, you need to pick 2 different words that, when you plug them into the sentence, create 2 sentences that have pretty much the exact same meaning. The strategy is crucial here. First, figure out what the sentence is trying to say on its own. Then, and only then, should you hunt for that pair of synonyms in the answer choices that fits the meaning you already figured out.
All right, time to flip the switch to the other side of the brain. Let's talk about how to solve quantitative reasoning. And hey, don't let the name intimidate you. It is all, and I mean all, about having a smart strategy.
The great thing about the quant section is that the content is super predictable. You're just looking at 4 main areas: arithmetic, algebra, geometry, and data analysis. That's it. There's no calculus, no crazy advanced trig. It's really all about mastering those high school level fundamentals.
And here's something you definitely want to remember. You get an on-screen calculator. But, and this is a big but, you have to use it wisely. Seriously, don't waste time punching in simple math you can do faster in your head. Think of it as a tool for the genuinely tricky calculations, not as a crutch for everything.
Now, let's talk about quantitative comparison questions, because these can be the trickiest ones for a lot of people. But here's the secret. You almost never need to find the exact value of each thing. Your real goal is just to figure out the relationship between them. Is quantity A bigger? Is B bigger? Are they equal? Just focusing on that relationship can save you a massive amount of time.
Okay, so we've broken down the test. We know what's in it. Now for the most important part, right? How do you actually prepare for this thing? Let's dive into your 4-step study plan.
This is your roadmap to success. It's simple, but
but it is so powerful. It all starts with step 1, a baseline assessment to see exactly where you're starting from. Then you move into step 2, content and strategy review. After that, it's all about intensive practice in step 3, and you wrap it all up with step 4, a final review. See, it's a clear, logical path from day 1 to test day.
Now, within that plan, there are a few things that are totally non-negotiable. You have to start with an official power prep test. That's the one from the people who actually make the GRE to get that baseline score. You have to keep a detailed error log. I'm telling you, this becomes your personalized secret weapon. And you need to take 2 or 3 more full-length mock tests to build up your endurance. Then, in that final week, your only job is to review that error log. Do not try to learn new topics.
So, when you boil it all down, what's the big takeaway? It's this. Success on this new shorter GRE is not just about memorizing formulas or a bunch of vocabulary words. It's about having a smart, efficient strategy for every single piece of this test.
Look, we've laid out the entire map for you. The test structure is simpler, the time is way shorter, and the path to success is honestly